All right, who's ready for Cup? Cup time! Well, Discovery. Good luck. All right, I'm gonna see what other people do from here. I think I want to keep an eye on this crew right here. This is a great, like, group of people. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see. Is there anybody in that group? Anmi's in that group. Sure, that works. Looks like we got Maki, Round, and Anmi who are following right now. Maki currently in the lead. This is Space Cat's wonderful track. I can pull up the image it's based on in just a moment here. Give me 1 second as we watch Anmi. 42, 43 seconds. Okay, we're already beating the AT. I see. Understandable. Have a nice day. I have another image that I can use instead of that one. No? Okay, I'll just use this one. It's fine. All right, there we go. Okay, you know what? I'm going to turn it off for now temporarily. I can adjust the size without having it on the screen. Okay, so this is the artwork that the track is based off of. It is called Rocket Ship, and it's made by St. Jude patient Colton. Alrighty, it looks like Maki has this track figured out. Let's see if we can find Maki real quick. Seems like Maki has this track figured out. Let's see Maki's line currently. Taking it very close there. Taking these very inside lines here, it seems. Little bit of a bounce for Maki, but that's alright. Again, very inside lines here, it seems. Very inside lines from just Maki. Cutting corners where possible. Makes sense. And there we go. That's a 41-second time again for Maki. Round also getting a 41-second time. 41.163 at the moment. Question is, will they be able to get these times when the cup actually starts up? That is the question. I'm trying to find Round. There's Round. Round getting the 41.163. Let's see if Round has this track figured out, shall we? Again, very inside lines from everybody is what I'm learning here. Very inside lines from everyone. Little bounce, but it seems like Round is actually catching up and speeding ahead of people, so it seems like those inside lines, even though they may not be faster at the start, seem to be working out really well. Here we go, big cut corner, big cut corner. Ooh, very tough at high speed though, it seems. Let's see Maki here. Maki coming in for a finish. Gonna try to upset the time set by Round. doesn't quite get it, but beats Sturban with a 41.308. And it seems like in Discovery, we got to be keeping our eyes on Round, Maki. Oh, Sturban with a 40.989 right at the end there. Sturban one to watch on this map for sure, but so are Round and Maki. With Round and Maki in play, you never know what's going to happen, let's be honest. And here we go, Hearts. Not host controls, photo mode, there we go. Let's keep an eye on Sturban here real quick, because Sturban already proven to do really well in that first map here. Let's see how Sturban does on this one. A little rough, a little rough. Kaioken seeming to get it down pat. And me also here. And me deciding to go backwards, I think, at some point. And me just styling on everyone with the backwards driving. But was it a good play as Kaioken now comes into the finish? A 44 second time, 44.074. Kaioken and Tugboat currently in the lead on times here. Let's check out Marv here, trying to come in for the finish. Makes the jump all right. Can Marv get the second jump? No, okay. Void currently just sitting AFK. Iron Dragon, Maki, and Round here, all grouped up together. A great POV to watch here, folks. And it looks like that's going to unfortunately be Shinakage out. Let me try and find Round. There we go, that works. Let's go to Maki, actually. Beautiful driving from the two of them. Round getting the upper hand, though, with a 41.520. Just Maki coming in with the 41.891. And in third currently is Eclipse with a 42.042. Let's check out Goose here. Goose, fellow map creator on Too Many Cooks. Trying to figure out how to unlock the heart of this map. Sturban also trying to get through this map here. Sturban not currently on the top 10. Oh, and the crash from Sturban. Can Sturban figure out this map? That's the question. Round currently with a 41.5. And me now with a 41.696. Maki with a 41.365. Oh my goodness. I'm going to keep an eye on Sturban here for this run, but then we're probably going to switch over to Maki if we can. Sturban making the jump. Now the question is, can Sturban make this section? Makes that jump with ease. Upcoming to the pipe section. Sturban handling it with grace and effortlessness. And that is a 41.495 third placement for Sturban currently in the Discovery. Keeping our eye on Maki and Quick Racer, actually, who has a 41.419. We'll keep an eye on Quick Racer here for a second here. See what Quick Racer does. Very tight lines in this cup. Very, very tight lines in this cup so far. Some maps you actually don't want to take the tighter lines because it's actually better if you set up wider, but it seems like for this cup in particular, the theme seems to be very, very tight lines. Quick Racer attempted to take the inner there, did not work out for him. Quick Racer attempting to learn a little bit more of this track, and Maki getting a 40.987 already in Discovery. But again, we'll see. We'll see how people do. Is this Binz' first map? I have no idea. They nailed the heart decorations, though. The heart decorations are very much like the actual artwork. Which I just realized I never showed on screen. Okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull this up. This one's Plus Microns, everybody. Plus Micron did an amazing job with this one. We'll follow Maki. Maki's in the middle of the pack there. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the artwork from the previous one as well, because I did not do that, and I'm silly for that. So this was Hearts by St. Jude patient Tade. As you can see, the heart decoration is very much in line. This one that Plus Micron did is based off of this artwork by Tade as well, called Graffiti. And actually, if I go into free cam mode here, and I just zoom out a little bit, you can see that the graffiti look is very much in play here. Plus Micron did an incredible job with this one. Look at that. Look at that compared to the artwork. It's spot on. Spot on in terms of interpretation. Anyways, Maki here coming in for a finish, potentially. And that is Maki with a 43.5. 43.274 from Sturban. Let's see if we can keep our eyes on Round. Round currently with a 44.016, looking to improve as we are continuing on with this Discovery round here. And that's Round with a 43.301, but Actual Goose getting a 43.008 here. Seems like Quick Racer has left for the moment. And here we go. We got Round, we got Lexer, we got Tudgeboat, Anmi up ahead as well. As we head into Anmi's color, blue. Lexer taking a very low line there. I'm not sure about that one. And indeed, Round is catching up to Lexer. And it seems like Round with the 43.012. Sturban very close to beating the author time. Let's go ahead and see if we can find Sturban. I think Sturban's actually this way. There we go. There's Sturban. Let's keep our eyes on Sturban. Sturban pretty close to breaking the AT. Plus Micron maps notoriously difficult to beat AT during the Cup. So we'll see if Sturban has this map figured out. We also do have Actual Goose, who's pretty close as well as Just Maki. All three of them in that 42 range. Big jump from Sturban there. Sturban, again, very low line. Seems to have worked. It's very risky, but it definitely seems to have worked. And that's a 42.394. Just barely not beating the author time. Less than a 1/10 of a second between the author time and Sturban at the moment. Sturban gonna have one last run here to try and beat that author time before we head into the actual cup for this map. Or not head into the actual cup now, but you know what I mean. Like, before we replay this via the cup. So in Discovery here, can Sturban beat the author time? Can anyone beat the author time before we head off of Discovery for this map? Ooh, Sturban just barely clipping the finish and not getting there. But Sturban with an incredible time, as well as Actual Goose and Just Maki, all in that 42 range. Lower 42 range, mid to low 42s. And here we go, everybody. It's the taco! I hope you all are hungry, because Can't Find the Sky has cooked up a lovely taco for you all. Let's keep our eye on Just Maki. Just Maki, of course, running with the pack here. Let's see what happens here. Just Maki doing a pretty good job, but Sturban actually racing ahead. It seems like Maki may have taken a slightly slow line here. Maki taking that corner very close, though. And here we go. Can they figure out this section? This section is somewhat difficult, and indeed Maki crashing in that section there. Let's watch round approaching. Let's see how Round takes this uphill in the corner. Round taking it very, very wide. Interesting. Lexer currently sitting with a 44.589. Round getting the corner. Round with a 46. Interesting. I had a feeling when I first saw this map that this one was going to be slightly difficult for people to understand. We'll see what happens with this map. We'll see what happens. 6 currently with a 43.389. There's Sturban with a 41.272. That is officially beating author time. Sturban seemingly understanding this map pretty well. Let's go ahead and keep our eyes on Sturban then. Sturban with an incredible line, it seems. Ooh, very, very good, like, tight lines from Sturban. Very, very tight lines from Sturban. Interesting. Let's see how Sturban handles this corner here. Sturban just bang, smooth transition. And that is a 40.868 from Sturban. Sturban now so far ahead, but Just Maki answering back with a 40.570 in Discovery. Just gonna double check here. Yeah, we have this one, and then we have Lexers, and we'll be starting top out after Lexers. Wow. Wow. Okay, people are starting to understand the map now, it seems. Lexer also beating the AT. 6 getting pretty close. The taco might be my favorite, not gonna lie. Very cool deco and layout. Props to Can't Find the Sky, man. Can't Find the Sky made a very interesting, unique map with this one. Maki with a 40.262. After this run, I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye on Maki, I think. Because we got to see how Maki's getting these fast times here. I assume it's basically the same as Sturban, just very good inner lines and very good transitions. Let's see here. Maki coming up to this uphill here. Let's see Maki's speed on the uphill. Wonderful. Very, very tight there. Oh my goodness. Almost crashing into the barrier. And then Maki doing a little bit of a jump. Perfect transition. Catching the inner. Does not make it, though. Ooh, is this an interplay? Hold on, folks. This might be an interplay. I think I know how people are doing it, and I think it's inners. Very tight lines from Maki. Very tight. Did you see that line through the spicy sauce? That was incredible. Again, very close to that barrier, almost touching it, but just barely not. Same there. Maki getting a beautiful transition there, not quite catching the inner, but still a very fast time. Maki currently sitting with a 40.262 as we head out of this map. By the way, I'll go ahead and pull up the inspiration for this one as well. It was done by St. Jude patient Victoria, and there's the taco, everybody. There's the taco for inspiration. Last but not least, I'll show you guys last year's if I can find it, if I have it. Okay, I have the overall artwork teaser, and that'll work, sure. So if I expand this a little bit, you see that one in the top left? That one was the one that Lexer chose. That one in the top left was the one that Lexer chose. The alien. So this is Alien. This was a map from last year. But because St. Jude Play Live is going with the space theme this year, and also this map is incredibly good, I decided we'll run this one back this year as the 5th map. Actually, let me go back this way. I'm going to keep an eye on Maki, because I know, pretty sure Maki has raced on this one before, as has Sturbin. But I'm going to keep an eye on Maki here, because I'm very curious to see how Maki does. Author time's a 45. Maki getting a 46.9. Okay, so from what I can tell, it seems like people have not practiced this one. Okay, Top Hat Tournament will start next round, everybody. Okay, Just Maki currently sitting with a 46.1. But yeah, it seems like people did not practice this map this year. Interesting. Actually, isn't Lexer in here? Yeah, Lexer's in here in 4th. Let's see how Lexer's doing on his own map. Come on, Lexer, do you remember your own map? Let's see. Very, very close line to that barrier there. Oh my goodness. Round with a 45.8. Very close to that author time. And there we go. Lexer with the 45.542 currently in the lead. Not quite author time, but very close. Very, very close. I think Lexer's slowly remembering how this map works. This should be theoretically an advantage for Lexer, because it is his map. But also, it's his map from a year ago, so I don't know how much of an advantage that's going to be. And also, people have had plenty of time to practice this, so theoretically, it shouldn't be that much of an advantage. Theoretically. And there we go, 45.513 currently held by Lexer. Round currently in 2nd with a 45.832. Eclipse in 3rd with a 46.017. An important thing to keep in mind here is what maps are people's bests, right? Because it's not just about securing points over the long run. It's about being able to secure that first place at the very end. Currently, Lexer has a very good shot to win this because of the fact that he has his own map in here and he's also doing the best currently at it out of everyone else. So Lexer has a potential shot to win here. Sturban definitely has a potential shot to win here. Maki and Round for sure have potential shots to win here. There's the author time from Lexer. There we go. Maki with a 45.737 now. Let's go ahead and keep our eyes on Maki now. Maki seemingly pretty slow there. You know what? Let's keep an eye on Round. Let's see how Round does this start here. Round doing the start very nice, very smooth. All right, here we go. The start of the cup, everybody. Here we go. Good luck, have fun. And remember, donate to St. Jude so that no child may die in the dawn of life. Here we go, folks. We have the Top Out tournament. Checking the leaderboard here, GTR record states Sturban is the one to win this with a 40.9. Let's keep our eyes on Sturban here. Keeping our eyes on Sturban, who is currently favored to win on this map. This is all for points. You need to get 1,962 points to become a finalist, and then you need to get first place on a map afterwards to win. So first place matter a lot, but also getting top 10 on the leaderboard matters a lot. Because points will go down depending on where you place on the leaderboard. And if you're not in the top 10, you're going to earn 50 points less than whoever's in 10th. That is actually the biggest point differential, I'm pretty sure, out of this entire leaderboard. So getting top 10 is very important in these cups. But especially getting first place. And let's see here. Currently, it's just Maki in the lead. I don't think Sturban's going to be able to do it. Let's see, can Goose improve? Goose trying to improve. Goose sitting at 6th. And Round with a 41.256. Maki currently flying around. It looks like it's going to be Round who gets first place to start things off. Round with a very, very solid start here, folks. Maki in second, Lexer in third. And that's a lot of points for those three to start things out. Moving on to the next map here. Here we go. On to the hearts. Going to GTR real quick. GTR states Maki is the one who should be doing well here. That being said, less finishers on this map than I believe for rocket ships. So we'll see what happens here. We may get some DNFs here, and that's honestly even worse because DNFs mean you don't even score 100 points. There we go. Goose, Maki, and Round coming up to the pipe. Maki and Round getting okay. There we go. There's the times. Maki currently in the lead. Maki currently in the lead. Round very close behind, as is Sturban. Sturban not getting a finish last time. Really needs a solid finish this time to get some good points here. Let's see here. Maki trying to keep that lead afloat. 41.1 is a very good time according to GTR. But it may not be enough depending on how these other racers do. So it's going to be up to Maki to try and get this time better. Maki with a 41.115. Round going to try and beat that. We will see. Round coming in. Sturban coming in. Everyone's coming in. Will Round beat it? Yes, Round will. And that is a 2-time first place, 2 in a row for Round. That is going to be a massive lead going into the rest of this cup here, folks. 2 first place finishes on the very first 2 maps. And here we go, Graffiti by Plus Micron. Checking the GTR leaderboards here. The GTR leaderboards say Sturban, followed by Goose, followed by Maki and Round. But really, with those 42-second times, I could see anybody taking this. Sturban, Goose, Maki, Round, Marv, or Eclipse. Anybody with a 42-second time has the potential to take this. Let's go ahead and follow from the back of the pack here. Everyone flying through the map. And here we go. We're going to have our first finishers here pretty soon. Round coming in as well with the rest of the pack. And let's see here, as these times start to roll in, who is looking to be in first? Currently it is Round, followed by Sturban, followed by Eclipse in 6, and Marv. I told you, anyone who had that 42-second time has a very good shot to do really well here. Currently, though, it is Round in the lead. Sturban had a very good time here. If Sturban can, catch up here and really get some points, maybe take that first place away, that would be great. That'll get him some massive points. That'll make him catch up to the rest of the pack. That being said, Actual Goose currently in the lead now with a 42.459. That is a very good time. Can Round, Maki, or Sturban, or anybody beat that time? That is the question. As we have Mr. Hubbub coming in the finish as well as everyone else here, it looks like we're going to have Goose in the lead still. Trying to keep an eye out. Is anybody else coming in the finish? Maki came into the finish with a 42.358. And it's going to be a Maki win. Followed by Goose in second and Round in third. Round still having a lot of points there, but Maki getting the win may just help to catch things up here. Let's see. Heading into map number 4, the Taco by Can't Find the Sky. Let's watch the pack here. GTR leaderboard suggests Maki with the win here. Maki and Round, both very consistent players. Lexer also very high up here. That being said, Maki and Sturban have those 40-second times. Eclipse not far behind, Lexer not far behind, Goose not that far behind either, as well as Round. Those 6, I could say, plus 6, who's in 7th, funny enough, I think could have a very good shot at getting a win here. And let's see, let me try to find Sturban. Sturban works, sure. Or we'll follow Goose, sure. Maki currently in the lead with a 40.269. Is that a new world record? No, it's not. It's 7 thousandths off from the world record. That is crazy. Maki just that incredibly consistent. Sturban coming in with a good time here, though. 41.202. A second away from Maki currently, but has the potential to get that 40-second time. Sturban currently not on the track. Lexer and Goose coming in. Lexer currently in second. Let's see, where's Sturban? I don't see Sturban, actually. Alright, just Maki with the win. Lexer in second. Sturban securing third with that 40-second time. Also, Maki getting a 39.998. Holy. Alrighty, here we go. Lexer's map. It's Lexer's map, everybody. We know who has the advantage here. Could you take a guess? Is it Lexer? Did you guess Lexer? It is Lexer. At least that is according to GTR. But also, Quick Racer does have a very good time on this map. Jake and Jason has a very good time on this map. Maki has a very good time on this map. The question is, can they remember this map from last year? Because this map has been out for about a year now. These people have had plenty of time to play this map if they wanted to, or to practice this map leading up to the tournament. And I was about to say, where are the times here? Sturban with a 45.994. A very good time considering the times we were seeing in practice. That being said, Lexer has not gotten a finish yet. And Lexer is the one who has had by far the fastest time on this track. At least from what we saw in practice. Lexer and Maki. Maki with a 45.249. That is a very good time. Round with a 45.638. But I really want to see what kind of finish Lexer gets here. Lexer coming into the finish. 45.755 for a third place finish. Can somebody keep the curse alive as Round is just hovering? Is anybody going to stop Lexer from getting third and make Lexer get fourth? No, Lexer's going to get third. Lexer's going to get a podium. Maki in the lead, or Maki in first with that one. Round in second, Lexer in third. And now we go back to the beginning, back onto Rocket Ship. And here we go. Alright, currently in the lead, point-wise, is just Maki. Followed by Round, followed by Lexer. Rounding out the rest of the point leaderboard is Actual Goose, Eclipse, Sturban, Anmi, Six, Marv, and Kaioken. I think we need to keep our eyes on just Maki here. Just Maki and Round for sure. Maki and Round are by far the ones to watch here. Because they have a lot more points than even like Lexer does. It's like a 180 point difference between Round and Lexer. So it's going to be Round and Maki the ones to watch. Maki currently definitely in the lead. But Round trying to pull back a little bit with that 41.170 time. As now we are watching Maki and Round again race through this track. But currently, the point leaderboard looks a lot like the Round leaderboard, at least in terms of the top three here. Round followed by Maki, followed by Lexer. You flip Round and Maki and it's the exact top three. Okay, here we go. Round and Maki both racing through here. They can't reset, so this is going to be their last chance to get a better time. And let's see. Maki not able to answer, but Round not able to improve. And let's see, can anybody get a faster time here? Sturban with third place, Eclipse with fourth, Lexer now in fifth. And that is Round in first, Maki in second, and Sturban in third. Here we go. Round trying to claw back that lead. As we go back into photo mode here. Let's follow the pack. GTR leaderboard currently looks like Round in the lead. Maki in second, Sturban in third based on GTR. But it's all about consistency here, folks. It doesn't matter that you have the world record on the track if you can't get a world record time when it comes to your performance consistently. It's all about consistency here when it comes to cups, folks. You may be the fastest racer, but the question is, can you keep those fast times going when you go into rounds? And that being said, Round and Maki, if you had any doubts that they were going to be consistent, there's your proof, folks. Round and Maki very consistently first and second. Maki currently fighting for finalist position as well, as you can see by that yellow name there, or by that gold name. Maki currently set up for finalist, but if a few people come in here and start to snipe away some times, Maki could drop down. Round needing this win here, or at least needing a very high placement to try to compete with Maki for that finalist position. Round unable to finish the second lap. Maki coming into the finish here. Can Maki secure first place? No, but very good time from Just Maki. And with that, Just Maki is going to be second. It is Round Just Maki and Mr. Hubbub. Maki, our first finalist as well, folks. Our very first finalist. Now the question is, heading into this map, heading into Graffiti by Plus Micron, can Maki get the win? Can Maki get first place? All eyes are on Just Maki. If Just Maki gets first place here, Just Maki wins the cup in first place. If Just Maki does not get first, Round is coming from behind, ready to snipe that first place winner from Maki. Other people also trying to secure their wins here as well. Actual Goose currently in third on the point leaderboard, followed by Sturban and Eclipse and Lexer and Anime. A lot of people here trying to fight for their points. Maki coming into the finish. Maki currently in the lead, but Round sniping the first place finish with a 32.395. It is going to be up to Maki to beat Round's current time. Round currently secure in finalist position. Round with 1890 on the points. Needs at least 100. Is going to get at least 100 with the finish. Round is secure for the finalist position. The question is, can Just Maki beat Round's current time for the win? Just Maki here, being very, very precise with the lines. Taking any small corner that they can get. And let's see here, we're coming into the blue section, which means we're pretty close to the finish here. And Maki gets a pretty good transition. Is it going to be enough? Maki crashes into the wall! Doesn't get the finish! Round secures first place, snipes the win from Maki, and now it's Round and Maki going into this next map here, trying to get the first place finish. And it is the taco, folks. It is the taco. Oh my gosh. All eyes on Round and Maki here. Sturban, however, also doing very well on this map according to GTR. Lexer, Maki, Sturban. Actually, this is Round's map this is not Round's map. This is Maki's map. So, this may be very good placement for Maki here. Lexer and Maki coming into the finish here. Smooth finishes. Maki currently in the lead. Round in third. Lexer in second. If Lexer can snipe this win, that could mean we go to the next map with Round and Maki still fighting for first. Maki's gonna need to try to improve this time. Lexer's right on Maki's tail. Sturban securing first place currently. If Maki cannot improve this time, it is going to be going to the next map with no winner in place. Let's see here, coming into the finish, that is a 40.050 from Maki. Maki currently in first place. Can anybody take Maki's time? Round at the beginning. Where is Lexer? Sturban coming in. Is anybody gonna beat this time? The answer is no. Just Maki, your first winner here for the Fever Fighter Cup on the taco. Good job, Maki. Good job. Wonderful job, Maki. But now here we go. Round trying to get the finish. Round needs first place, but the problem is Lexer is gonna try and stop it. I'm trying to find Round here. There's Round. Round needs the win here in order to secure second place. Sturban is practically guaranteed finalist here. As long as Sturban can get a win or can place, Sturban is guaranteed finalist here. There we go. Sturban is guaranteed finalist. Eclipse is going to try and get finalist as well as actual Goose. The finalist positions are really starting to stack up. So Round needs the win here in order to secure second place. Otherwise, there are going to be more finalists coming in. And let's see here. Rounding this hill. And as Round comes into the finish, let's see, 44, 45, Round currently in the lead. Oh my gosh, where's Lexer? Lexer currently coming in. Can Lexer do it? Lexer with a 45, Lexer gets the win! Lexer secures first place. Lexer gonna be a finalist for next round. Round cannot get second place yet. Sturban in third, by the way. We have so many more finalists now joining the fray as we go back to Rocket Ship by Space Cat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Let's follow the field here. Let's follow Sturban. There we go. We have 5 finalists in play right now. And I'm sure Round is feeling the pain from losing that first place to Lexer. Because now, Round is going to have to fight with 4 other people to secure second place. Now let's see here. Oh, Round falling off the track! Eclipse currently in first. Can Eclipse secure first place? Oh my gosh, can Eclipse secure first place? That's the question. Let's keep our eyes on Round here. Round resetting. Sturban racing through here. Actually, Sturban's pretty early on as well. Currently, though, Eclipse is in the lead. And let's see from Sturban. Sturban currently in first. Sturban currently in first. Hold on. Can anybody beat Sturban? Sturban trying to get the second place win here. Can anybody beat Sturban on the space map with the tag of space? Is Sturban going to win second place? And it is Sturban, your second place winner. How's it going? It's going great, Sky. It's going great. Oh, and Round must be feeling it now. Round must be feeling it now. Round's gonna have to try and get third here. We'll see. Round resetting. We have Lexer, Eclipse, Round, and Goose, all finalist positions. Oh, Eclipse having a little bit of trouble bouncing around a bit, but does cross the finish line. Here we go, Goose and Lexer here. I'm keeping an eye on the leaderboard too. Kaioken currently sniping first. I'm keeping an eye on the leaderboard in case Round finishes, but I'm going to follow Goose and Lexer here. Let's see. Okay, finishes are coming in. Marv trying to get finalist here with first place currently. I'm not seeing anything from Round. Goose and Lex are coming into the finish here. Oh, but Goose is falling off. Lexer currently winning. Can Lexer keep the first place finish? Where is Round? Where is Round? Also, Goose not able to get that finish. Anime snipes! Anime snipes for finalist! Mr. Hubbub snipes for finalist! And folks, that is our finalist in third place right there, Lexer. With Mr. Hubbub and Anime taking first and second, securing finalists for themselves. And now, oh my gosh, it is a 6-way race. It is a 6-way race for third place here, folks. Following the pack. And as the numbers begin to dwindle down, let's see Lexer and Goose coming into the finish, as well as 6. Oh, but it's Round in the lead! 5, the finishers are taking the top 5 slots! Oh my gosh! Round, Anime, Lexer, Goose, Eclipse, Hubbub, 6 finalists, all in the top 6! Round trying to get this first place, or this third place. Couldn't secure first, couldn't secure second. Can Round secure third? That is the question. And all eyes on this current pack heading in. Round gonna get a time. Everyone else gonna get a time. Let's see. Lexer snipes! Round is finished. Round can't get another time. Can anybody else snipe Lexer? That's the question. 3, 2, 1. Lexer breaks the 4th place curse. Lexer in third, everybody. Lexer with the 3rd place win. Oh my gosh, and Round unable once again to secure the win. And now we're going for that 4th place winner. Who's gonna get the 4th place win? As we keep an eye on the pack, it's Goose and 6 in the lead in the pack. People are passing though. There we go, that's a good back and view of everything. Here we go, let's see Goose, Goose coming in here. Has to get this transition just perfect. There we go. Gets it. And that is a 40-second time, but Eclipse currently in the lead. Actual Goose in second. Round in third. 6 in fourth. Anime in 5th. And now we have our eyes on Goose and Eclipse here. They're both neck and neck, but Goose seems to be moving a little bit faster right now. Oh my goodness. Can anyone beat Eclipse? That is the question. Actual Goose snipes the time. Round flying, and I believe it's Actual Goose who may be getting the win here. Let's see. People coming into the finish. No one snipes the time. Actual Goose in 4th. An Actual Goose is an actual winner today, folks. And here we go. It all comes down to the Lexer map, potentially. Here we go. 6, Marv, and Mr. Hubbub. But here comes Round from the back. Oh, and there goes Round, folks. Round trying to make sure that nobody snipes his win this time. And there we go. Round currently in first place. We're going to keep our eyes on Round here, folks. Round is vying for that first place finish, for that 5th place winner. Kaioken getting finalist, but possibly too little too late. As we have 6 finalists all competing. But Round cannot get a better time. It is up to the others. Eclipse currently in the lead behind Round. Eclipse currently having the best shot of sniping here. And here we go with 10 seconds to go. Needs to get a win in order to win. 3, 2, 1. Oh! And it is Round with the win. Eclipse so incredibly close. And me also in 3rd. But Round does get his win. And there we go, folks. That's it. That's your winners. Oh my goodness, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining. Oh my god. That was incredible, folks. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Maki getting that finalist role so early, but then being sniped, and then it's between Round and Maki for that 1st place spot. Maki ends up getting it, and it's just Round alone in finalist, but it's on Lexer's map. Round trying to get that 2nd place finish, gets sniped, and then they get sniped again, and now it is 6 people all vying for like 2nd place. Round unable to secure 2nd, unable to secure 3rd, unable to secure 4th. Finally on the Lexer map secures 5th. Absolutely incredible. Not to mention Maki's performance on Taco to secure the win for 1st place. Mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful.